Thank you so much, Impure. But I will not be giving you the weather entirely. I will tell you a bit more about weather-wise, or water-wise rather, which is something we've been introducing and talking about over the last couple of days, mainly because of the drought that we've been going through South Africa and many other Southern African countries. In fact, the whole of Africa has a problem of water issues. If you look at what the Sahel looks like, if you look at what the Kalahari looks like, and here in South Africa, a drought has been a very, very, very big thing. Now, what I want to do is I don't want to talk mostly about the drought that we've been going through because you've heard about it on Waterwise. I want to talk about water and sanitation and the importance of clean water for life. Now, we all know this. Water and sanitation are really a basic need, and all of us, we really, really need that. I mean, it is the underpin, or it underpins a health, education, and actually a standard livelihood. But yet, hundreds and millions of people out there still living without this basic need. So I will kick off and start off by telling you just how we take water for granted. Let's take a look at this. I mean, look at this picture behind us. All of us have gone through something like this, and it looks like quite a fun day out there. I mean, on spring day here in South Africa, we like throwing buckets of water onto people and, you know, many other things like going to the swimming pool, you know, just taking a nice dip on a very hot day. But are these things actually available now for South Africans? I mean, take a look at that. That looks like a lovely holiday that you can actually take out and go there with your children, your family, and spend, you know, tons of hours into the water and swim and have a good time, okay? But this is just how much for granted we take water, because we let over 95% of it just to go down the drain. I mean, how many of you at home sit there, take a tissue, throw it down the toilet and just flush it? 5 liters of water gone, just for one little tissue, which you can put into the dustbin. Okay? How many of us do these things? How many of us leave the tap running while you're washing your hands and you're letting clean water, good clean water, to just go down the drain? All of us, in fact, we do this. And how many of us leave the shower running as well as you know, your basin while you're waiting for the water to get warm? That little bit of water equals to this 95% that just goes away. And that goes in every family, in every livelihood, or in every household in South Africa and all over the world. We do this because that's something we're taking for granted, because we think it will always be there. But what's going to happen when it's not there? Okay, I'm going to paint a bit of a gloomy picture for you now for just the next couple of minutes. I'm going to show you some of the stats that none of us actually want to believe. Over 650 million people don't have access to safe water. Imagine that, 650 people, that's basically 1 in 10 people of the world population. So every 10 person in the studio now, I can count just about 15, easily 25 people. So at least 2 of those people do not have water at some point. Now imagine if that is the situation you are going through, okay? Unfortunately, these are people in developing areas, mostly in rural areas. Now, if you're in South Africa, you cannot tell me that you do not know a single person that lives in a rural area. We are almost a rural country, actually. Urban areas are very sparse here in South Africa. And the sad part is, even people that have water have access to water like this, contaminated water, which leads to lots and lots of disease. So which brings me to this. There's a bit of a tab or bathroom that you could see there. It says 2.3 billion people don't have access to adequate bathroom water. Now imagine you can't flush your toilet for a day, for 2 days, 3 days. What do you think you'll live in? What kind of conditions do you think you'll be living in? It will be dirty. Disease will spread. And this is what's happening all over Africa at the moment. Close to 315,000 children die every single year from diarrhea caused by this unsafe water. 315,000 children. That's actually quite a lot. That is, in average, just about 860 children a day. Every single day, 860 children die because of dirty, unsafe water that we're using almost every single day, okay? These things happen every single day, and people are taking it for granted. Yes, we do talk about drought. Yes, we do talk about things that are causing this, natural things that are causing this, but also poor management that's taking place all over the world. A lot of water being wasted, a lot of runoff just going through, and nobody is actually noticing it. 60 million children are born in homes without access to sanitation. Okay, that means they do not have the ability to do this, a simple thing as washing their hands. How would you feel if you went 1 week without washing your hands? 1 week, and then you have to use those hands for eating, for greeting people, for doing many, many other things that I won't even mention. Okay, 60 million children, remember that, they do that. Okay, quickly take a look at these feet. What do they look like? Do they look like an old person's feet? Do they look like somebody who has seen life, who has lived quite a long time, who has walked from here to Alexandria? Actually not. These are feet of an 11-year-old girl This girl walks more than 30 minutes every single day. Sometimes she has to do it 3 or 4 times in one day to go fetch clean water. And what does she use to fetch clean water? Just hang on, I'll be right back. I'm not going anywhere. This is what she uses to fetch water. It looks light and it feels light at the moment, but once it's filled to the brim with water, do you know how much this thing can weigh? Close to 20 kilograms. Imagine your daughter, your 11-year-old daughter, having to carry this for almost 5 kilometers. Okay? That causes some serious long-term pains or long-term neck problems that you can go through. Children spend a lot of hours on the road instead of going to school. Isn't that what we want for our children? Now, look at this beautiful picture. I picked a picture of a model drinking water. Imagine the next time you drink water, it looks more like this. How would that feel? Because we are slowly running out of water and we are slowly contaminating the water in South Africa. Worst of all, is people like this. It is almost a rainy day. The pavement is clean. It's even worse. She is watering the pavement. Okay? Is that the life we want to live? Is that where we are heading? Spending lots and lots of money. GDP, every country's GDP will go down because we'll be spending money on trying to find clean water. Okay? I hope the picture was not too gloomy for you, but I'm just trying to teach you about clean or access to clean water that everybody needs. That was WaterWise. Do log on to our weather profile. I think it's called the SABC Weather or Weather at SABC. And you can send us all your details and talk to us if you want to talk to us about weather or anything related to that. This was WaterWise. I will see you again maybe, hopefully next week, and I'll bring you more details about clean water and how you can protect it. Do enjoy.